Start. Uh, I think Harshit and Vijay, you joined, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you covered the last classes, last two, three classes we have already, or
Yes, sir.
this is your first
No,
class.
I first class.
Okay.
I have third class.
Okay. Harshit is having the third class, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Vijay, what's your background? Like what you do as of now?
As of now, I am doing the compliance part where I do health check and do a patch management through some of the tools, and I do hardening of system like through CIS benchmark.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my profile. Mainly, it's more on compliance part rather
Okay.
than a cybersecurity, but I was eager to know how I can work on more in future about
Okay.
cybersecurity.
And your background is like
Earlier, I was working as a Citrix cloud engineer,
okay.
and I was working around 3 to 4 years in the same background.
Okay. Okay. Good. So, we have started, like, let me give you little bit of like background what we are going to see here in these
Mhm.
classes. Okay. So, basically, this is regarding the SOC. SOC is Security Operations Center,
Mhm.
and we deal with a lot of monitoring part, monitoring and malware investigation, malware analysis. So this type of part. So it's under incident response. Okay. So there are two types of security in cyber security. One is the offensive and one is the defensive. So this is a part of the defensive security. So we have a lot of tools like SIEM, EDR, and NDR tools, some email security tools. Okay. So on that we are monitoring all the alerts from the different log sources like firewall, Windows, Linux. Okay, and we are monitoring anything abnormal in our like network. So anything that is abnormal, so we are monitoring it and we are responding on the same time. So that is called real time response. So one terms is also coming RTR in CrowdStrike, like EDR. So that is RTR, real time response. So actually something is happening in our network, like something is transferring the data, someone is transferring the data, or some malware is installing. So these all the activity we are monitoring on real time, and we are like responding. Something is happening, so we can contain the system as well. If something is breaking, we looks like this is breaking, this is the weakness of our systems, so we are going to find it out, and we are going to like contain the system from our network. Then after we remediate that issue, and then we are going to again back up these systems into our environment. So basically these things we are doing in us being a security people. Okay. And we are going to discuss like some of the same tools and some media tools, different malware analysis, different terminologies used in the SOC. So are you aware about MITRE framework or any framework you used in the your compliance part?
No, we just follow the CIS benchmark,
Okay, okay,
and we do a little bit Ansible scanning pipeline
okay,
and doing the patching through vendor websites.
okay, got it. Got it. So, see, this is core security part. We are going to discuss all the things that is core security part, and we will discuss all the like we'll going to install the tools. We are going to uh like see onboard some of the logs. Okay, we are going to investigate the logs, create some of the rules. Okay, creating the dashboard. So these all the things we are going to work and going to see all these things. So we are just starting the network part. So what we'll do in the networking, this is a basic idea. Like we are not going to cover all CCNA and all the topics, but the basic things that we required, because a lot of people who joined with the different background, like they are from the non-IT background, and if IT but different from like the development part and some other parts. So that's why we are covering all those terms that is going to use on daily basis. Okay. Any doubt you have regarding these structures and all?
No, no, no.
Okay. So yeah, if you required something, so I think you got the access and already the previous classes. So go with those things, and then we'll start from the different part. Let me share my screen. Is it visible? My screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So okay. So we covered already these some of the basics info definitions of the security devices, network devices. Okay, like hub, switch, and router. So hub is the like dull device. This is not having the intelligence. It is just capturing the traffic and just forwarding the traffic as per their ports. Okay. Switch is some of the device that works under layer 2 in OSI security model. Okay, and it is have it based on the MAC address. So it depends on like how to coming like segregating the traffics from different teams, building a new like separate teams within the organization. So switch is using there, and a lot of other functionality. So we you can go with the in detail part, and you can learn the switching part, very basics. The router is the layer 3 device. It based on the IP internet protocol that we are going to learn today. Okay, and it is selecting the best route, whatever the best route within the network it can select, and then it going to deliver the traffic. Okay. So we discussed already, this is the private IP ranges. So these three classes we identified, like class A, B, and C, and these are the some ranges. So like remember these three ranges. These are definitely if you are working some of the organizations, so definitely they are using some of the part of these like class A or class B or class C, depending on upon their uh, structures, like how big the organization is. Okay, and on that behalf like they are using these classes. Okay, so class A is having the more hosts, class B is little bit less from the class A, and then class C. So it depends, and as per requirement the organizations are using these structures. Okay, then we discuss the netting part. It used to convert the IP to like like public to private and private to public IPs. Okay, so like you need to you require the public IP to access the internet or interconnect between the different outsider the organization. So that part is used from the public IP, but you know already like public IPs are sorted, and it is too costly. So one or two IPs only organizations are purchasing, and they are creating the netting per concept, and they are using the private IPs within the organization, and they are sending the outbound traffic for from the one public IP. So these are the concept. This is very useful concept. Also, the PAT is a part of the net. So these terminologies we already discussed. So go with the previous videos and try to cover. And if you will get any issue, so let me know. Okay. We're going to
Yes,
start
sir.
with IPv4 addressing. So, how many people joined today? Okay, okay. So, five people. Four. Okay. So, you guys know about the IPv4 addressing, like you remember? I think in BTech and MCA you already go with. these topics already. So see, IPv4 is not this is the version 4 IP. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the version 4, and its uh, length is 32 bit. Okay. So see, it divided into five classes. So I'm just going to deliver you the concept that is basically we are going to use. Okay. So if you required any other information and more information, so you can reach out to me directly and you can ask the questions. Okay. So we divided into the five classes, class A, B, C, and D. And these are like we divided into the two parts. One is the network part and one is the host part. So how we divided, we will see further. These are the one network part. So like it's the 32 bit. Okay. So this is the 8 bit, and 8 bit equals to 1 byte. Okay. So this is the 8 bit, this is the 8 bit, this is the 8 bit, and this is again the 8 bit. So number of host is 24 bit in class A addressing. Okay. Class A is the starts with the 1.0.0.0 to 126. Okay. So 1 say 126. These are the class A range. So maximum time the interviewer will ask what is the range of class A. So go with the 1 to 126. 127 is reserved for the research purpose. Okay. 128, again the class B is going to start with the 128. So here is the some of the confusions, like some of the candidates directly told 1 to 127. So that is incorrect. And sometimes you will get some of the written test, some of the son is taking. So on that part, they are also to confuse you. They are putting some of the like 1 to 126 or 1 to 127. So like for the confusion purpose. So you go with the one say 126. Okay. 127 is not used here. Then class B addressing starts with 128 to 191. Okay. Then here like we'll see like how these comes under the network part, and there is two host part. So definitely how many host you can calculate 2 to the power 16. Okay. 2 to the power 24 if someone is asking how much host in the class A addressing. So don't go with those part, go with the 2 to the power 24 bit. Okay. So someone is asking how many hosts used in class A, or we can design how many hosts within class A. Go with the directly how many bits. You can check how many host bit. This there is a 24 host bit we have. So just go with the 2 to the power 24. That is the host we can design ideally, but we are not designing that much. But we can design. So it is a ideal situation. Okay. In class B, you can design 2 to the power 16 bit. So number of hosts, someone is asking ideally how much host you can design in class B, go with the 2 to the power 16 bits. Okay. Class C addressing. In class C, 192 to 223. So some of the small organizations, like we can say the mid-range of organization that is having their own infrastructure, network infrastructure, they can use mostly 192 range because it is manageable very easily. And how? Because 192 is having class C is having the 2 to the power 8 bits. That is also a big number. Okay. So you can design and you can go with that. But class A range is biggest one, and the large scale of organizations are using these class A addresses. Okay, so don't go with the network part and other things. Like there are a lot of uh, other concepts in CCNA, deep how to design network, how to design host. Okay, subnetting. So subnetting is also a good concept, like big concept to understand like networking. But go with these things and remember like how many host bits we have. So these things we only required in the security part. Okay, any doubt, guys? Class D is like multicast purpose, and mostly militaries and other teams are using the Class D addressing. Class E is for experimental. So the labs, that is a lot of labs we have, and the who designed, like INA has designed this IPv4 addressing, so they are using for experimental purpose. So Class E they are also not providing to the customers. So only you can get Class A, B, and C, and it depends on your range, and cost is much higher for class A. If you are going with the class C, the cost is lower. Because why? Because the host you can design in class C is less. Okay, 2 to the power 8 only. The class B, in class B 2 to the power 16, so little bit high cost for class B, and the highest cost for class A. So if you are going to purchase any IPv4 address from INA, they are charges you like the highest numbers, highest amount for the class A addressings. Okay, any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, so remember these ranges, because sometimes like free on one or two questions they can fire you, like how to like how many host, what is the range. So you can remember these things, and anywhere you are going, so you are dealing with the IPs, sometimes malicious IP. Okay, so again you are going with the virus total and checking the reputation of the IP. So on virus total, there is no private IP reputation. You are not going to find out the private IP reputation. So what is private IP range? This is we discussed like 10 dot 172.116 and 192.168. But if you are going to find out any public IP reputation, so on virus total you are getting the reputation of the IP. Okay. So we'll see like how we check the how we consider the reputations, and those people who already working in the security part, little bit also in security. So they are already checking from the different vendor like VirusTotal, IBM X-Force, Palos. Okay, what is my IP? So people are using a lot of tools. Then we
Sir,
move to, yeah, go
Sir,
ahead.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
Sir, how to calculate like how many hosts can be come in one octet, like any class PC? How to calculate that?
Yeah, so like in class A, there is already defined the network part. This is the one part of the network. Like 8 bit is reserved for the network, and 24-bit for the host. So if you come to know like C, I think I discussed in last class. Okay, so C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 1, 1. So what is the number of like this part? 1. Okay. What is this? In binary. 2. What is this? 4. And what is this? 8. Okay. This is the concept, right? So this is
Yes.
12,
Yes.
14, and 15. So these are the 15. 8, 4, 2, 1. Just a second. Just a second. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Sorry guys, I was in sleep, so I need to respond some of the chat. So this is the concept of bits. So where we find the one. So in that terms, we are considering it as a network bit. And when we find out in zero format, so that is we consider in the networking IPv4 part, that is a host part. So there is another terminologies also you can find it out. But when we increase, like go to 8 bit, so this is 16. Okay, and next term is 32 and 64 and 128. So we'll see the concept again. 64 and last one is 128. So on that basis, you can go with the binary to decimal conversion. And in that behalf, we are considering it uh, the network bit, how many bits in network and how many bits in host. So like 1.0.0.0. So this is the one is considered as the network bit, and these three zeros we can consider as a host. Okay, then after how it goes, so if you reducing, so this is called under the subnetting part. So when you are going to start the subnetting, so there like last bit is going with 126, so it divided like these 4 bit you can consider, and these last 4 bit is going to be 1. Okay, so 126 is our last octet, and 255 255 255, that is the maximum count what you can do. 255. So see, here you can add 128 and 64. What is the count? Let me pen the calculator, like I also did very long time.
192.
192. Okay, 192 and 32.
234.
Then 16.
250.
Then 8.
258.
No, maximum is 255. You can add again. The maximum count is 155. 255, sorry. Where is calculator?
Yes, sir.
Right?
255.
255. So maximum count is 255. So how we decide? We can decide it like the last octet. Where it come? So see, the last. Oh, no. So see, 255. So last host bit, how we reduce the lost host bit? Like अगर हमारे पास एक बहुत बड़ा नेटवर्क है, ओके, सो लाइक 2 to the power 24 बिट वी कैन डिजाइन, बट हमें मान के चलो कि ओनली 100 सिस्टम को डिजाइन करना है और हमारे पास क्लास ए रेंज की आईपी है, तो हम सारी आईपी को वेस्ट तो नहीं जाने देंगे. सो वी हैव टू रिड्यूस आवर नेटवर्क. हमें कम ही होस्ट यूज करने हैं जबकि हमारे पास बहुत सारे होस्ट हो सकते हैं. ओके, so on that behalf we need to design it. So that's why I am saying the small range of organization are purchasing the class C IP. Okay, and so see here 255, only one bit we need to make one bit in 255. Rest all these three is already the network one. Okay, only one zero is there, that is the host one. Here two zeros, it means we have the two host, two octet. This is called the octet. So two octet we have the host. So on that we can design it, and it can decide like one is the network. Just in simple way, I have you like told you 0, and this is a starting rate, and this is 10 we can consider, and 110 or 1110. So these all are the considered in the binary format. So if you require some of the detailed video, so go with the subnetting part and try to understand the subnetting. So when you consider the concept of subnetting, so then it can clear more clarity you can get. And if you have some doubt, so you can ask me in separately. I will do it.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
can
you.
we proceed?
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So just consider the network and host bit, and this can you can perform your task. There is no other things you require. But for conceptual, definitely you need to go with there. Now the very important thing is the IPv4 header. Okay. So it depends also. Like nowadays we are also introduced the IPv6 that is widely used. Okay, and that is mappable. Like IPv4 can map in the IPv6. Okay, so most of the organizations are mapping the IPv4 into the IPv6. But here we need to understand the basic of IPv4 header. Okay, its minimum header length is 20 byte. Okay, so I have mentioned here how to use the pencil. Okay. So here I mentioned 20 byte. So how it 20 byte the length? Sometimes you need to just remember these things: version, IHL, and this is a type of service. So these things you can like combine it, and you can go with the type of service. Okay, and the total length, identification, and flags. Three flags are there: fragment, offset. So these things you need to understand. Firstly, version is the 4 bit. How it considered? It is the 4 byte. So understand from here, this is 4 byte. It length is 20 bit, sorry, 20 bytes. So this is 4 bytes, this is 4 bytes, this is 4 bytes, this is 4 bytes. In 4 bytes, these all considered from here to here, 4 bytes. Okay. So from here you can come here. This is 4 byte. So byte means 1 bit, sorry, 1 byte is equals to 8 bit. So this is 0 to 3. This is 4 bit. Sorry, how I can write it. This is 4 bit. This is 4 to 7, 4 bit. Again 8 to 13. 8 to 13, how much? That is 4 bit. 9, 10, 11. This is considered as 4 bit. Achha, okay. We need to combine it. 8 to 16, 8 to 15, ECN and DSCP. I will explain you what these terms are. And these are the 16 bit. So these total, one is 4 byte is equals to 32 bits, right? 8 into 4, 30, 32. So like 4, 4, 8 and 8, 16 and 16, 32. So 32 बिट में हमारा 4 बाइट हुआ. So 4 बाइट, दिस इज अगेन 4 बाइट, 16 बिट एंड 3 बिट का हमारा फ्लैक्स हो गया. तो 16 and 3, 19 and 13 बिट का ये हमारा हो गया फ्रेगमेंट ऑफसेट. सो ये फिर मेरा 32 बिट हो गया. अगेन हमारे TTL 8 बिट का, टाइम टू लीव, प्रोटोकॉल्स 8 बिट्स के, और हेडर चेकसम 16 बिट के. सो ये 32 बिट हो गया. सोर्स IP इज 32 बिट्स. ओके, सो इट्स चारों को मिला दे तो 20 बाइट का हमारा ये हेडर हो गया. ओके, सो क्वेश्चन विल आस्क like how much bit or byte. So if they are coming with bit, so multiply by 4. Okay, एंड बाइट्स मीन्स 20 20 बाइट का. अब ये डेस्टिनेशन IP हमारा और ऑप्शंस, ये हमारे अलग आते हैं। ठीक है। अब ये डिपेंड करता है कि मिनिमम हमारा डेटा देखो, डेटा लाइक 20 बाइट्स टू 6535536, दिस इज द मैक्सिमम बाइट्स, बट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू सेंड मैक्सिमम टाइम, वी आर जस्ट सेंडिंग द हेडर वन, एंड हेडर हाउ मच, 20 बिट्स, सॉरी 20 बाइट्स। ओके। तो जस्ट हेडर पे हमें फोकस करना है कि हमारा 20 बाइट्स का हेडर हो सकता है। अब ये वर्जन की कंसेप्ट लो। सो व्हाट इज वर्जन हियर इन द IPv4 में, वर्जन क्या है? एनीवन, एनी गेस?
सर
दिस इज
वर्जन
वर्जन
3।
4। ओके। सो वर्जन 4 में ये डिपेंड कर सकता है, लाइक वर्जन 4 ही होगा हमारा, बट मोस्टली अगर हम वर्जन 4 की बात कर रहे हैं तो वर्जन 4 होगा, बट हमने बोला कि कन्वर्जेबल है इन IPv6 में। ओके। सो यार ये कहाँ चला गया पेंसिल? तो हम समझते हैं IPv4 से। अब 4 में हमारे कितने बाइट्स हो सकते हैं? दिस इज a 4-1। ओके। दिस इज a 4-1। अब इसमें क्या है, लाइक हमें 4 सेंड करना है। 4 मीन्स दिस इज द 1, दिस इज 0, दिस इज 0, एंड दिस इज 0। ओके। तो सिंगल दिस इज द दिस बीट इज ओनली 1। ओके। वी कैन सेंड इट, एंड द नेक्स्ट वेयर इट कैन डिलीवर, सो वो हमें ये समझेगा कि ये IPv4 है। ओके। अगर IPv6 सेंड करना होगा, सो वर्जन की यहाँ पे डिटेल्स, ये 1 and 1 जाएंगे, 4 and 2, दीज टू 1, एंड रेस्ट 0 1 1 0, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड अंडर द IPv6। सो यहाँ से हमारा वर्जन डिसाइड होगा। सो इज इट द IPv4 और IPv6? एनी डाउट इन वर्जन, IP हेडर के वर्जन में? ये कैसे आता है? ओके। Then after IHL. So IHL is in internet header length. So header की लेंथ हमारी कितनी है? अब ये डिपेंड करता है, ये 4 to 7, ये 4 बिट का है। ठीक है। बट इसे भी जब IPv6 आया तो इसे भी हम इंक्रीज किए। ओके। सो इंक्रीज किए मीन्स हेडर की साइज को इंक्रीज नहीं किया, इसका एक कंसेप्ट बना, एंड मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 4। सो इफ यू आर सेंडिंग समथिंग, अगर मान के चलो कि 10 बाइट्स का है, सो मल्टीप्लाई 4 कर दो, सो ये 10 into 4, 40 बाइट्स का हो जाएगा। 1 है, मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 4 करो तो 4 बिट्स का जाएगा। सो ये ऑलवेज ये 4 बिट का ही होता है, एंड देन विल मल्टीप्लाई बाई 4 व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू सेंड। ओके। सो ये 4 बिट का होता है, इसमें कभी भी हम 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करके ही सेंड करते हैं। ओके। एंड टोटल लेंथ 60 बाइट्स का है, एंड देन टाइप ऑफ सर्विस, सो इन दोनों को मिला दो, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड टाइप ऑफ सर्विस। अब टाइप ऑफ सर्विस, किस टाइप की सर्विस को हम सेंड कर रहे हैं, ये डिपेंड करता है। सो इट यूज टाइप ऑफ सर्विस यूज टू क्वालिटी ऑफ सर्विस, एंड पर्पस इसका ये होता है कि हाई प्रायोरिटी ऑफ डेटा हमारा प्रोसीड हो। सो अगर लो प्रायोरिटी का डेटा रहेगा तो ये हमारा ऑलरेडी रिडक्शन होते जाएगा। ओके। सो ये डिपेंड करता है टाइप ऑफ सर्विस पे। ये जस्ट हमें ये डिनोट करना है कि हमें 8 बिट्स का है। टाइप ऑफ सर्विस क्या होता है, तो टाइप ऑफ सर्विस में हम डेटा को सेंड करते हैं, तो ये हमारा डिनोट करता है लाइक हाउ व्हाट इज द टाइप ऑफ सर्विस। ओके। एंड अगर इसको डिवाइड करें डीएससीपी एंड ईसीएन, सो डीएससीपी इज लाइक something, yeah, differentiated services code point. Okay, so ये होता है टाइप ऑफ सर्विस में, सो डिफरेंशिएटेड सर्विसेज। एंड सेकेंड वन इज एक्सप्लिसिट कॉग्निशन नोटिफिकेशन। सो इन दोनों को आप कभी डिटेल में मत लेके जाना, जस्ट लाइक टाइप ऑफ सर्विस यू कैन से और टीओएस। so just notify the these terms just for interview purpose। आइडेंटिफिकेशन इज 16 बिट, लाइक ये कौन से लेयर में काम करता है IPv4? एनीवन? ओएसआई मॉडल कौन से लेयर में? आईपी एड्रेसिंग कौन, राउटर किस में काम करता है, कौन से लेयर में?
लेयर 3।
लेयर 3। सो आईपी की कंसेप्ट लेयर 3 में आएगा, नेटवर्क लेयर में। ओके। सो जब भी डेटा हम नेटवर्क लेयर से ऊपर से डेटा लेंगे से ऊपर से डेटा जब हम फ्लो होगा, जब डेटा फ्लो भी देखेंगे हम नेटवर्क लेयर में। आई थिंक वी हैव ऑलरेडी, लेट मी शो यू। या दिस इज द नेटवर्क लेयर पैकेट्स। सो डेटा जब भी हमारा ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर से डेटा नेटवर्क लेयर से कोऑर्डिनेट करेगा, सो उस पीरियड में ये हमारा कंसेप्ट आएगा। लाइक इसे पता तो होना चाहिए ना कि कौन से लेयर से डेटा आ रहा है, तो कितने बिट का डेटा है और क्या है डेटा में। ओके। सो ये आइडेंटिफिकेशन काफी जरूरी होता है। देन आफ्टर टोटल लेंथ, अब ये टोटल लेंथ डिसाइड करता है कि कितना भी, लाइक इफ यू हैव समथिंग, यू इफ गेटिंग द डेटाग्राम जस्ट लाइक any पोस्ट कार्ड एंड एनीथिंग, सो देयर इज ऑप्शन ऑफ कट दिस। ओके। सो वहाँ पे ये हमारे डिफरेंट वो शो करता है, लाइक कि हम इतना काट सकते हैं इस डेटाग्राम से, एंड दिस इज आवर एक्चुअल डेटा लेंथ। तो टोटल डेटा लेंथ हमारा ये डिसाइड कर देगा कि हमारा डेटा लेंथ कितने का है। और ये जब फ्रेगमेंट ऑफसेट में जाएंगे, सो ये हमारा नोटिफाई करेगा कि हमारे डेटा से कितना डेटा रिसीव हो सकता है। ओके। सो इसकी थ्योरी पार्ट थोड़ा मैं आप लोगों को प्रोवाइड करा दूंगा, PDF में शेयर कर दूंगा, एक IPv4 हेडर का। ओके। एंड फ्रेगमेंटेशन फ्लेक्स। ओके। सो फ्रेगमेंट मीन्स होता है लाइक डेटा को ब्रेक करना। सो जस्ट लाइक ब्रेक करना, आइडेंटिफिकेशन से पहले समझो। आइडेंटिफिकेशन जस्ट लाइक कि हमारा पैकेट गया, एक पैकेट, बट सेम डेटा के 4 पैकेट गए, चाहे सेम क्यू के 4 पैकेट हमने सेंड किया, चारों पैकेट 4 रूट से आ रहे हैं। सो कैसे ये आइडेंटिफाई होगा कि मेरा ही पैकेट है, मेरे डेटा का ही पैकेट है? फॉर दैट पर्पस देर इज अ आइडेंटिफिकेशन पार्ट। ओके। देन आफ्टर द फ्लैग्स, सो फ्लैग्स हमारा नोटिफाई करता है इफ समथिंग इज जीरो, फ्लैग्स 3 बिट का है, एंड ऑल 3 इज जीरो, सेट टू जीरो, सो देयर इज नो फ्रेगमेंटेशन रिक्वायर्ड। बट अगर ये हमारा फ्लैग 1 सेट हुआ, मीन्स डेटा को हम फ्रेगमेंट कर सकते हैं। अब डेटा को कितना फ्रेगमेंट करेंगे, मीन्स कितना ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, ये हमारा डिपेंड करता है फ्लैग्स के ऊपर। सो फ्लैग्स डिनोट करता है कि हम डेटा को फ्लैग कर सकते हैं, फ्रेगमेंट कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते। ओके। अगेन फ्रेगमेंट ऑफसेट डिनोट करता है लाइक पोजीशन ऑफ द डेटा, इफ समथिंग इज ब्रोकन, लाइक हमने डेटा को फ्रेगमेंट किया, टू डेटा को, तो ऑफसेट ये बताएगा हमारा कि कौन से डेटा की पोजीशन कहाँ पे है, लाइक एग्जैक्ट पोजीशन बताएगा कि हमारा डेटा कहाँ से कितना ब्रेक करना है। सो ये हमारा हेडर, हर एक डेटा के साथ IPv4 का हेडर भी सेंड होता है। ओके। रेस्ट टाइम टू लीव मीन्स ये डिफाइन करता है लाइक कि डेटा जो भी सेंड कर रहे हैं ये कितने देर तक नेटवर्क में रहेगा। लाइक अगर ये ट्रैफिक नहीं मिला, तो लाइक समथिंग यू पिंग, समटाइम्स पिंग कमांड यू आर रनिंग, सो लाइक इट इज इधर इट प्रोवाइड द डेटा और नॉट, पिंग पिंग इज प्रोवाइड द रिस्पॉन्स और नॉट। सो ये इनफाइनाइट टाइम तक नहीं रह सकता। जस्ट लाइक ये क्या करता है, देर इज वन मोर कंसेप्ट हियर, Let me, ओके, जस्ट लाइक ये हमारा मान के चलो एक सोर्स है। ओके, इट सेंड्स द डेटा 1 2 3 4, these are the routers. So I'm sending, I'm taking the example for internal communication. These four are routers. So इसे पता है कि हमें डेटा कितना दूर भेजना है। ये क्या करेगा, एक अपने मन से अपने आप एक वैल्यू सेट कर देगा, जस्ट लाइक 4। ओके, व्हेन इट comes to router first, its value is 3, here 2, when it comes to router here 1, एंड जब लास्ट राउटर के पास जाएगा तो इसकी वैल्यू 0 होगी, और ये डेटा को सेंड कर देगा, यहाँ पे डेटा को डिलीवर कर देगा। तो टीटीएल इज ऑल्सो वर्क ऑन दैट पार्ट ओनली, कि हमें एक टीटीएल डिसाइड हो जाएगा कि इतने सेकेंड और इतने होप्स के बाद हमारा डेटा डिलीवर हो जाना चाहिए, इधर होगा डिलीवर और लॉस हो जाएगा। ओके, सो यहां से हमारा कंसेप्ट आएगा टीसीपी का और यूडीपी का। टीसीपी में क्या होगा कि डेटा अगर रिसीव्ड हुआ तो हमें एक एक्नॉलेजमेंट भी मिलेगा, अगर डेटा रिसीव नहीं हुआ तो फिर वो भी एक एक्नॉलेजमेंट जाएगा कि डेटा रिसीव्ड और नॉट रिसीव्ड। बट यूडीपी के कंसेप्ट आएगा, सो देयर इज अ नो रिस्पॉन्स। सो अगर 4 होप तक डेटा गया, इसके बाद 0 हो गया, डेटा मिला या नहीं मिला, देयर इज नो एक्नॉलेजमेंट। सो टीसीपी यूडीपी में वो सारी चीजें हम डिस्कस करेंगे। ओके, and now the protocol and header checksum. So these protocols, like this is also for 8 bit, and ये डिफाइंड करता है मेरा कि लाइक कौन से नेटवर्क लेयर में लाइक डेस्टिनेशन होस्ट है, एंड लाइक ये पैकेट जो है जो डिलीवर, लाइक व्हाट एवर द पैकेट वी आर गोइंग टू डिलीवर, सो उसका नेक्स्ट प्रोटोकॉल क्या है। ओके, लाइक अगर हम एग्जांपल लें, सो ICMP इज 1, TCP इज 6, UDP इज 17। सो ये पोर्ट पे भी डिपेंड करता है, प्रोटोकॉल्स पे भी, प्रोटोकॉल कि कौन से प्रोटोकॉल के साथ डेटा को हमें सेंड करना है। ओके, एंड लाइक टीसीपी हो रहा है, यूडीपी हो रहा है, तो ये हमारा डिफाइन करता है। लाइक हेडर चेकसम, सो इट डिसाइड लाइक अगर कोई वैल्यू एरर में जा रही है, सो लाइक हाउ टू डिलीवर इट एरर फ्री। सो देयर इज अ चेकसम मेथड, सो हाउ कैन वी कैन डिलीवर इट एरर फ्री। सो दीज आर दी, देन आफ्टर द सोर्स एड्रेस, हम सोर्स एड्रेस यूज करेंगे, एंड ये हमारे इंटरनल IPv4 हेडर का पार्ट होगा। सो इतना डीप में हमें नहीं जाना, बस वी रिमेंबर वर्जन, IHL, एंड टाइप ऑफ सर्विस, टोटल लेंथ, और ये टोटल हमारी 20 बाइट्स का डेटा होगा। ओके, एंड ऑप्शंस, ये डिपेंड करता है मैक्सिमम टाइम्स, लाइक हम डेटा कितने बाइट तक मैक्सिमम भेज सकते हैं, या जो भी चीज़ें होंगी। तो काफ़ी डिप में नहीं जाना, बस थोड़ी बहुत कि आप ब्लैंक ना रहो। और फ्लेक्स का पार्ट थोड़ा सा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, समटाइम्स इंटरव्यूअर विल आस्क, टीसीपी हेडर में भी पूछ सकता है फ्लैग्स का क्या रोल्स है, और यहाँ भी पूछ सकता है। सो यहाँ पे बस ये ध्यान में रखना, लाइक व्हेन द वैल्यू इज 0, सो देयर इज नो फ्रेगमेंटेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड, एंड ये डेटा फ्रेगमेंट नहीं हो सकता। एंड अगर फ्लैग का वैल्यू 1 है, डेटा फ्रेगमेंट हो सकता है। बस ये थोड़ी सी चीजें याद रखनी। ओके, देन आफ्टर विल move to IPv4 and IPv6. Just a second. So just we remembered already, we discussed like total length of IPv4 is 32 bits, and IPv4 6 is 128 bits. Okay, so number of IPs, like these are the four terms. Number of IP depends on total length. सो नंबर ऑफ IP इसमें हम बना सकते हैं 2 to the power 32, मीन्स 4.3 बिलियन IP। and now these IPs are got sorted, कम पड़ गई हैं ये IPs. So now we have designed currently using IPv6. इसमें क्या है, 2 to the power 128 bits means 340 trillion, huge number of IPs. So like it is saying like it never going to be end, but don't know. Might be it can also going to be end. So there is no comment. But like as of now, the architects are saying like these IPv6 IPs are not going to be end, not going to be sorted. Okay. And there are 4 octet, there are 8 octets. Octet we already decided 1 bit, 2 bit, so it can vary with the 8 octet. So 8 into 4, 32 bits, and 8 into 8. Okay, 8 into 8,
64.
6. No, no, 8 octet, and this is the this 8 octet, 8 30 60 to the power 8. Just a second. Yeah, this is the 16 octet, not 8 octet. Okay, 16 16 से मल्टीप्लाई करने पे आएगा 128. 16 इंटू 8. या दिस इज 16 octet, not 8 octet. So yeah, we need to delete it. Okay, so basically octet means 8 and multiply by 4 is 32, and this is 16 octet, not 8. So 16 into 8, 128. Okay, so there is a misprint. Okay, and this is the hexadecimal value f a b c d e f, so it depends, go with the decimal and hexadecimal. I don't know that much is required, but yeah, when you check the IPv4 address, so sometimes you are going to check. So while investigation, like okay, so these are the IPv4 IPv6 address. So sometimes you need to investigate. Sometimes we are not getting the IPv4. So either a lot of other ways as well to identify, but yeah, understand the IPv6. Okay. And the number of IPs we already covered. And yeah, so in doubt in IPv6 and 4. So go with that. These are the simple terms. Just go with the ranges only. So ranges are much important. Class A, B, C, D. So A, B, C mostly. A, B, C for your use on daily basis, and the private IPs. So anyone from, so yeah, I think Pooja from SOC team. Pooja, which type of range your organization is using? As of now, your client is using for private IP.
10.
10 range. It means class A range, right?
Yes,
So
class A.
So that is a big organization, right?
Yeah, it was a small organization.
So how much log sources they have? Like you are monitoring the lot, right?
Yes,
So around how many log sources they are having in their same console?
I 4.
Because if someone is using 10 range of IP, so I think they are having the around more than 2000 of log sources. So, okay, anyway, but for it depends on the ranges, like how, as of now, we are using 192, 168. So that is a small organization. One of the financial organization we are working with. So that is using 192. But one of the organization we are using, so that is a big telecom organization, and that is using 10 dot ranges. So they have around 13,000 of log sources as of now, and they are using class A. Also in public IPs, they are using class A range of IP, 10 dot of IP. So that is a very huge organization, and it is having the 10 countries of monitoring. Okay. So just go with the basic parts, and then we'll cover tomorrow the DNS part. So DNS will cover, and I think after tomorrow we can move into the security terminologies. Okay. And one more thing I want to discuss. I think that is not here. Anyone used any log like packet capture tools? Any packet capture tools?
Yes, sir.
No,
Wireshark.
no, sir.
Okay, Wireshark you guys used already, or we need to cover it?
Yes, sir. I will use.
So we
Okay, you
need to
all.
cover it.
Okay, need to cover it. Okay, we'll take one class for Wireshark because that is required because we are not going with any network security tools. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
we can cover the Wireshark, and you are not working on reporting part, anyone security reports, right?
No,
Yeah,
sir.
no, sir.
Okay, so what I will do, I will capture some of the screenshot of the reports, okay, and will like whatever we are presenting, okay, like anyone that is not allowed to transfer the data directly, the raw data from the official organization. So what we'll do, we'll capture the report that we are presenting directly, okay, and on that behalf we can discuss the reporting part. So two and three reports we are presenting. One is the weekly security review report, okay. One is the monthly CISO report. That is a main report that L2, not L2, L3 and managers are sharing those reports. So we can capture that report as well. Okay, and one of the SLA report. So these three reports we can check. So in technology report, that is a weekly security review report. So in that we can find out like how much alerts we have, what type of alerts, how, what is the trend of alerts, okay, how we cover, and like what next, yeah, total counts. So this type of things, how many, like how to present all those things. So we'll see that the weekly. So monthly one, like every trend, like what type of alerts we have, what rules we fine tune, what type of rules we have created. So each and everything that is included, and what type of IPs we blocked, what type of IOC we have. So each and everything that in that reports. So we'll see two and three classes for the reporting part. So if you want to heal your positions, so there you can like go with those things and move forward. Okay, so like after that you can explain like I am working on the this current position and I want like you can sell it out like I'm working on L2 already. I'm preparing these type of reports. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. So okay, we'll uh, see in this upcoming classes. So And like anyone you are planning to for holiday time like 1st of Jan and 25th, what's your things, because that is on weekdays. So you guys are going out, or like you can go with the classes both on the
Not, sir,
Thursday.
not planning. Not planning.
Okay, not
Not
planning.
any plan, sir.
Okay, so this week we are like continuing, but next week I will discuss and let you know, guys. Okay, for the next week of plan, and this week we are fully going to continue the classes. Or any like, what's your official time? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
what's
yes.
your office time?
Sir, I am not working currently.
Okay, okay. What's your Pooja?
Also, sir, not working now. Right now, not working.
Okay, both are not working. Okay. So, if something like some other people already in these classes, I think 8 or 9 people in this class. So, we'll discuss this with the institute, and any other timings you have also. You can join the class any other timings for the 1 week.
No, sir, no issue.
Okay, okay. We'll discuss with the institute and then we'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, but by this
Okay.
week we are continuing on this time only.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. So we'll cover tomorrow the DNS part, and we'll try to cover all the DNS stuff. Okay.
Sir, send the PDF of IPv4 header.
I will provide you one of the detailed notes. Okay. So I
Yes,
think
sir.
there is nothing much. Okay. Like when I open this
Just
PDF after 6 months, so I'm also not able to understand some of the terminologies. Right. DSCP and ECN. So we combined it and like TOS. But I was confused like what is DSCP and ECN. So I was little bit confused also. So this is only for the notation part. There is nothing much here. So I will provide you the detailed guide. Okay.
okay, sir.
And
Thank you.
after the networking classes, I will provide you 150 or 100 number of questions. So that will cover each and everything.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Bye.